Shipman taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. It's Courtney. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? You need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Farrell. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got out of trouble and throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's St. Clair. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He turns it loose to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but When you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to two. Nice bounce back already in this next game.
To the end zone and is picked off.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Got a little space. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Racing down the left side. The 30. The 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets the back moving on the option. Now the pitch. He's going for the goal line. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Notre Dame.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. On the run, it's Blue. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Navy will have to punt it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking deep down the right side. Tight coverage and an incomplete
offense as they love to go for it on 4th down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play. in this game. They're able to convert this one. The momentum is squarely on their side.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. Start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Now on the option. He'll pull it on the read. He'll pitch it. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Navy will have to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
The offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with 0 hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Navy will go back on the attack. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Williams will pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. He'll do it himself. It's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Irish! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Working well. And the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. They'll toss it to the left. Can't get him to the ground. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Make it happen. Right.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Great place to start for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got his man on the outside. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The screen, and watch out. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's St. Clair. The quick out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second and goal for this offense. Going up top again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the tailback. Into the pile. He got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's in open space downfield. Past the first down marker and still running. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
Trying play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Power football with the run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Might be calling a hot route. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes the Navy offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Try to get it to the edge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Just going to keep it after the snap. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Turning and firing back to the right, that's risky. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take that?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Looking to scramble. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional grounding offense.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards.
Yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Notre Dame would love to just lead this clock dry. To the air, it's St. Clair. Gets away. He'll pull it down and run. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The short hands, it's Bennett. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Here we go. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he drops the throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta find a completion on this one. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.